And this is actually, we are actually in line with the strategy of Iloilo City. As we are a good potential for knowledge economy where inventions, utility models, and other intellectual properties would be converted and monetized into high-value products, then I guess Iloilo is a great place for companies to invest to, as we have talented scientists, engineers that are still undertapped or underutilized. So as an Ilonggo, our plant and research facility is actually located in Iloilo City. So we are very grateful also for the drive of the Department of Science and Technology to make Iloilo as forefront in pharmaceutical product research and development. And actually the Department of Science and Technology will be holding its first National Science and Technology Week outside NCR, and that is also history. And that will be in Iloilo, and that will be also next week.
Well, that's amazing. So not a lot of people know about that, and I hope that it encourages more companies to really look at the city, the province, no, for that sector. I'll move over to Dr. Uy. Dr. Uy, you've done business here for quite a while. A lot of us have referenced the local government unit engagement with them, no, throughout the years. No? How has it been for you doing business in Iloilo? How has that been collaboration with the local government all throughout the years that you've been doing business here?
We have a very good relationship with the LGUs. The fact that we have been there for 122 years is, I think, very good proof. Otherwise, we would have run away somewhere. Now, I think I would like to share with you why we decided to put up our first flour milling business in Iloilo way back in the 1980s. In the flour milling industries, we have to move huge quantities of raw material through this huge ocean-going vessel. And so we need a deep port. And Iloilo as the deep port. Okay? And at that time, we also noticed that we have our source, we have readily available site, and Iloilo being the center in the Visayan area, we have good land, sea connection that can allow us to extend our market reach to other islands in the Visayas, as well as all the way to Mindanao. So that is why we said, and then we have good source of engineers and technicians. And so we decided that the first flour mill that we are going to build was going to be in Iloilo. And the same thing was done when we decided to put up our feed milling plant. In fact, right now, in the Ingori area, as I mentioned earlier, right next to our own private port, we are building a brand new feed mill, and the investment is going to be close to ₱1 billion.
So Dr. Uy, I heard earlier that your business, you have facilities in other parts of the country, no? And presumably you also deal with the local government units there. What sets your engagement apart with the local government units of Metro Iloilo and Guimaras vis-a-vis other local government units? Your engagement with other local government units?
I think overall the country has embarked into encouraging local government to be business friendly. Now, Now, especially in the case of Iloilo and also Guimaras, I think they've really been very good along this line. So we have no issue whatsoever with them. In fact, we enjoy their support. Okay? And in Guimaras, Governor Nava, we have just acquired a few months ago a state in Guimaras, and we are in the process of trying to finalize the development plan. And as of now, the estimate investment necessary will range within over time between 5 to 8 billion pesos.
So my next question is directed to both Paolo and to Mike. For Paolo, you have a very diverse range of business interests here in Iloilo. And for Mike, the sector that you represent, breakneck speed in terms of growth. But for Iloilo in general, both the city and the province, what are your prospects for growth and opportunities here at this stage?
Well, maybe I'll start. In the healthcare space, we've been saying that we really believe that Iloilo can be a medical hub for the region. Number one, the access to the universities and the schools for medical practitioners, for doctors and nurses, maaari po talaga maging hub, medical tourism hub for the region. And I think the government is seeing that, and the private sector is also supporting that. But case in point po, meron po kami mga pasyente or mga kliyente na kahit as far as Aklan or as far as Boracay have to be transported to Iloilo just to get medical treatment. No? And I think that's just the fact that Iloilo can be a medical hub. And it has all the natural ingredients, so to speak, for it. So we hope that the city continues, that the province and the region now, including Guimaras, continues to build itself as a medical hub. I think it can also be an educational hub for the region kasi napakadami po talaga ng mga universidad that can produce really good talent. I think what's key for the region is to, first of all, the partnership, as everyone said, with the LGU has been very superb, especially if you compare it to other LGUs. With other LGUs, may mentality pa na tell me what's in it for us. Diba? How can it be good for us? I think in Iloilo, as Mayor Trenya said earlier, it's really the red carpet. How can we help you? And that's the mentality. I think what's important is that the region is able to create an infrastructure environment that's conducive to growth. And I'm glad to see, I think, our friend from Moore earlier say that power rates have been going down because at some point, I think last year, napakataas po ng kuryente sa Iloilo, but it's gone down significantly over time. And in healthcare, in our hospitals, for instance, electricity is the highest burden. I'm sure also in your facilities. So it was great to see that over, I think since January, tuloy-tuloy na pagbagsak ng presyo ng kuryente sa Iloilo. So I think it's that kind of enabling infrastructure environment and framework, electricity, water. I think we had our friends from Pacific mentioned earlier, and of course our road and transport system that will be important for Iloilo to move forward.
We're very optimistic. We have cold storage, but we also have other businesses running in the other oil and warehousing. On the cold storage, we're still expanding. In fact, we have completed the first phase of expansion of Iloilo. Basically, last year, this basically tripled the capacity that from the time that we took over. And from there, we actually have branched out to several other provinces. Iloilo, basically, this is where we started the cold storage. During that time, we were actually looking for property for ice plant. It just happened that we meet this group. So, very special sa part namin, yung Iloilo. So, right now, we started 1,000 pallet position, 2019 at Iloilo facility, we are right now about 11,000 racking position. So it's in the 4 different provinces. And Iloilo is tripled already. So we're still in continue to expand. No, we want to eventually cater our services, not just cold storage. We're looking to drive warehousing also to logistics and possibly the processing area. We want eventually to be an end-to-end service provider. And this is where we are, I believe we are heading right now. And I think that's the current trend in the market for logistics.
Thank you, Mike. So I think just to be able to close this out, I'll go around the table again to ask, what are your recommendations to further improve investment in enabling environment for the city, for both Iloilo and Guimaras? I'll start off with you, Doctor.
I would still suggest that we improve on what we already have. For example, the port. I understand that there's already plan to further improve, and that is very important because Iloilo actually is a center of commerce and later on industry. And the port is a very, very important facility. So next to that, of course, to connect the port to our goal to attract investment into manufacturing, then we must have a good road, wide enough, leading to zone industrial areas. And these industrial areas will have ready tapping point for power and tapping point for pipe water supply. And I've noticed in Iloilo that while our mayor, our councilors, even our senator is very, very helpful, we need to do some improvement on the barangay level. I think we have to educate our barangay officials the importance of investment and the need for their support and cooperation, because they are the ones that is going to be in contact on a daily basis. So I think that on the other things, our mayors, our governor, they've already outlined the advantages of Iloilo that we can offer. So I think Iloilo, for me, for our company, for our family, Iloilo is a good place to invest. There are opportunities available, and in business, the first ones that will invest in any line available will have certain advantage. So I would suggest that the early bird to catch the worm quickly. Thank you.
So I think Iloilo City and the surrounding region has a very good potential to grow its knowledge economy. So that being said, knowledge economy is actually an intersection of private entrepreneurship investment, academia, and government sponsorship research activities. So I believe that Iloilo City, we have said it earlier, that it already has the best ingredients to promote knowledge-generating activities. And these actually knowledge-generating activities would allow to commoditize inventions and patents. And there are already many Iloilo scientists and engineers that could do this one. So So that being said, if we're going to promote Iloilo City as a hub of scientific discoveries, then we need to develop laws, incentives, and policies that would allow scientists and engineers to strive and to convert ideas into products and services that are of higher value. So I think we could see Iloilo City as another model, as such as Cambridge, Massachusetts, where MIT and Harvard University is located. So if we could see that geography, Cambridge also has a very good river. Also, likewise with Iloilo City, it has a very good river where universities and hospitals are closely related, near to each other. And it's a very good site to build on each other's ideas. So I'm seeing Iloilo City to be the hub of knowledge generation. And if we're going to do this to incentivize scientists, then I think Iloilo City would be a great place also to improve its economy and improve the life and of Ilocos and Filipinos in general.
Maybe I'll summarize it into three things. Number one, so the question is suggestions for the government. So number one, as I mentioned earlier, continued work on infrastructure development, which I think the government is already addressing. Number two is to build on tourism as a potential source of market and growth, which I think is really a unique opportunity for the province, both Iloilo and Guimaras. And then the third, related to what he said earlier, is to build on the strength of the province. And I really think the strength of the province is the people. And I'll tell you a story, Mayor. So I'm the head of the Private Sector Advisory Council for Health to President Marcos. And every time our top recommendation, top issue in healthcare nationally is the nursing crisis. Kulang na kulang po ng nurse sa lahat ng hospital namin, sa lahat ng hospital sa Iloilo. Pero, pag tinatanong ko yung hospital namin sa Iloilo, sinasabi nila palagi, wala kaming problema sa nurse. Because all of our nurses, una-una, daming supply ng nurse. Pangalawa, tuwang-tuwa mga nurse nandito sa servisyo dito sa Iloilo. So there's something about your talent and the people from Iloilo that makes it unique, and it's a special advantage, I think, for the province, for both Iloilo and Guimaras. And I would find ways to build on that strength, to continue strengthening the school systems and creating learning frameworks, training frameworks para gumaling pa po lalo ang mga bata natin at yung mga ine-educate natin ang mga estudyante that will enter the workforce. But we strongly believe that that is the biggest differentiator of Iloilo po. The people, the students that we generate that we're able to deploy to the workforce.
Thank you. I would echo the statements of the previous speakers, and especially what Paulo said about our people. But there are four things that I'd like for us to consider as a suggestion. You know, this MIG is actually a true representation of the collaboration. I recall when I was younger, we called friends as MIGs. Because of Migo. It's like MIG. It's a very nice acronym that so resonate among the LGUs around here. And the reason why I say that is because we need to perhaps focus on connectivity. We've spoken about connectivity in terms of infrastructure and in terms of people movement. But the connectivity in terms of digital divide. A lot of us here, including myself, are digital immigrants, and our workforce are mostly digital natives. We do need to, for our expansion, we need to really consider bringing up more awareness about the future of technology and investing on basic stuff in LGUs, like the public Wi-Fi is first. The second one would perhaps be fiber optics for broadband. and the wireless, like the LTE, 4G, 5G. And the reason for that is because the nature of work today is hybrid. It is not confined in offices. So there is prospects to expand beyond the office. And the MIG area is a very optimistic proposition that this region can offer. So I would consider that there, the thing about connectivity. The second one is on livable city. Iloilo is beautiful. It's really beautiful, and it's safe. For a company like us whose ambition is to build a safe, secure, and inclusive workplace and workspaces where our employees can bring their authentic selves to work, would require that they are also provided an environment where they can thrive and succeed today and in the future. Livable cities is, of course, agriculture because of food sustainability and nutrition, especially the young kids. This would be an area of development. I like Mayor Peña's initiative called Wheels, because it focuses on, first of all, welfare, health, education, environment, livelihood, and sustainability. It's so important to really focus on all these things around the MIG area. And livable city would be about preserving the beautiful assets that this region has and even improve on it. And lastly is around values, around execution. I think that the leadership, the government leadership should continue its habit of unity of purpose, of execution, of partnership. I think this would be the soft spots where this region has proven itself to be victorious in overcoming the obstacles. Thank you.
I think basically lahat naman yung ingredients para sa isang success na andyan din. Just a matter of continuing. I agree with Dr. Rina. International port, I think there's a pipeline for the expansion of the port, the mega beach, talent development, continue to enhance. I think hindi mo kailangan namin sa malalim. Yun lang eh. Continue to improving.
Okay, so thank you so much to all of our panelists today. If I could just add my 2 cents worth to it, I think what we have here is something very special. It's a special confluence of a lot of things. The past 2 years, I have not spent so much time going around the country, primarily because our clients in our business have forced us to really look past Metro Manila. And I think all the more reason that what we're doing here becomes even more relevant. Last year, I attended a similar forum organized by the Chamber of Commerce of Iloilo. And Senator Jolon was there, Mayor Chenis was there, Governor Arthur Vinsor was there. I don't think that you see that much engagement between the local business community and the local government units as actively as it is in Iloilo. No? And I think the most important thing that what we have here today, it's not just about Iloilo City anymore. It is about Guimaras, it is about the city of Iloilo, it is about Iloilo province as a whole. Because to a certain extent, that's the only way that we will be able to grow. We leverage on all of all of our collaborations. No? In fact, it is about collaborating with other provinces in Panay Island. And in fact, that close proximity that we have to Bacolod is not really about competition anymore. Both cities will grow in exponential ways if both cities leverage on each other's strengths. No? So hopefully we can build on that. And thank you so much to the organizers of the event. Thank you so much to our local government units. Mayang hapon sa inyo tayo.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big round of applause to our panelists. Thank you very much, Ms. Tirado, Dr. Uy, Mr. Solesta, Mr. Borromeo, Mr. Chua, and Mr. Espinosa. May I call on stage the President of the Philippine Chamber of Commerce and Industry Iloilo Chapter to draw the investment forum to a close. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big round of applause to Engineer Fulbert Wu.
Mayong hapon kag mayong pagpanyaga sa inyo tanan. On behalf of the Metro Iloilo-Guimaras Economic Development Council, the Iloilo Economic Development Foundation Incorporated, and the Philippine Chamber of Commerce and Industry Iloilo Chapter, I would like to sincerely thank all of you for being part of this milestone event. I am confident that we have provided you with more than enough reasons to invest, grow, and expand your business in Metro Iloilo and Guimaras. As the most outstanding chamber of the Philippines this year, it is a testament to attest to the dynamic relationships as partners of the LGU and the private sector. We echo the invitation of our local chief executives for you to explore the potentials of Metro Iloilo and Guimaras. We extend our gratefulness to our panelists, moderators, and the MC for a highly engaging and outstanding program. We hope we have opened the door of opportunities to our dear participants, and we look forward for your call and visit. Thank you to our corporate sponsors for generously supporting this event. To our event organizer, Meet Incorporated, thank you for the great work. To all the McKinsey technical teams, thank you and congratulations. Let us give them a big round of applause, please. And to all our media friends, thank you also for being with us today. Please stay and join us during our lunch so we can go around and network with our local chief executives and try to talk about opportunities. Invest in Metro Iloilo and Guimaras. I end with an invitation for you and mark the dates. January 26 to 28, 2024. Let us all join the world-class festivities of Iloilo Dinagyang and discover more of Metro Iloilo and Guimaras. Madamong salamat at palihog bisita ka po sa Iloilo and Guimaras. Ara kami kamagpadayon ng pagsuporta sa tanan ng mga investors in Iloilo. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Engineer Fulbert Wu. Thank you very much, sir. This inaugural Metro Iloilo-Guimaras Investment Forum would not be possible without the support of our platinum partners. We would like to thank Double Dragon Corporation and Hotel 101 Global. We would like to thank our global partners, First Gen Corporation, and More Power Electric and Power Corporation. We would also like to thank our silver partners, Amoitis Infra Capital, Carillon Global City Solutions, La Filipina Huicoco Group, and Rockwell Lab. Thank you to our bronze partners, Ayala Lab, International Builders Corporation, Metro Pacific Iloilo Water, Panay Energy Development Corporation, Philippine Chambers of Commerce and Industry Iloilo Chapter, and Union Bank. We are all grateful to all our partners. Everyone, lunch is served. You may enjoy your networking after your lunch. Everybody's invited to roam around and get to meet our government leaders as well as our business leaders. We hope to meet you in Iloilo, and we hope to see you in Metro Iloilo and Guimaras. As we say in Iloilo City, my heart beats in Iloilo. Madamong salamat, everyone.